I remember a colleague of mine did a study in the streets of Accra. It was on this sobolo. They call it hibiscus tea. So he took this research upon himself to go out there to look out for the microbial content of this sobolo, those that are already in the market and is being sold to consumers. You know, the problem with this sobolo business when it started was people were even using used bottles. So the process of preparing the sobolo could be wholesome. However, the bottle that you even used in packaging could be a problem and can contaminate the food. So the research proved that most of the sobolo that we are selling in Accra Central, that was the study site, majority of them were contaminated. And that was a sort of, he took samples of those. He went out there, bought some of them from different sellers. Different sellers. They brought those samples to the lab, and microscopically, they understudied them to see if they were having, they call it microbial load, to see at least there will be some microbes. But then the level should determine whether the food is wholesome or not. So they did that, and the conclusion of the study was that most of them were contaminated. So you see, sometimes somebody will say, I don't want to mention any product, but I must say that most of the products that are being advertised on our radio and TV stations, they don't have the certification. You understand? So the law enforcing agencies or the respective agencies are supposed to do their work. The Food and Drug, they call it Ghana Standard Boards Authority, Ghana Standards Authority, FDA. They are supposed to issue, if you want to sell, let's say, sobolo, let's say your, personal brand. If you want to sell sobolo, you have to take it to them. They take it to their lab and see how wholesome that sobolo would be to the public. And once they approve it, you come, you register your business, then off you go. The only thing is for these inspectors to also come and check the environment that you are going to prepare these things and all that. But they are not doing their work.
Well, currently the KMA has also created another unit which is in charge just for food.
Yes.
Which has been in existence not up to like 6 months, but they've started working. For now, they are doing a wonderful job going to the various community, the various places to look out for these food. And
yes,
quite at times they come in with seized items, expired goods, foods exposed to sunlight and all those things. These drinks that are exposed to sunlight and a whole lot. So if the assembly is doing such a thing, other bodies can also come in to support the assembly to see to the continuous work of this unit. So,
and as you are saying, even the KMA, a whole metropolitan assembly, they are supposed to be the superintendent of some of these things. In fact, and also even direct respective agencies to also do their work. So, as you are saying, I also commend the KMA. I think they've started this not just recent, but it's been a while. That's why I think they decentralized this thing to the sub-metros to also be doing the checking, the screening and all that for the vendors. But the only problem is, as I said earlier, the coverage. How far are they able to cover? You know, Ghana, majority of our people are into trade. They are into trade, and it's about this buying and selling. And I can confidently say that most of them are even food, buying and selling food. So a lot of people are into this business. So we have to get people who can really go out there and reach out to at least, if not all, about 90 to 95% of our food handlers, so that we can do, the best checks on, put the best checks on them.
Since they've even created such a unit, I think more people should be pushed into the sector so that at least they can be able to cover most of the parts in, especially in Kumasi here. And I know for some of the other regions too, they are also doing something to also help to reduce some of these things.
And I was even thinking that KMA should rather be attacking rather than being defensive.
Yeah.
What I mean by attacking is that you don't sit down or you don't chase the person to, come and do a screening. You have to let them know that once you wait and we come to meet you without screening, we are going to put these sanctions on you. And we should highlight this on our radio stations so that once the public is aware that there are some damages if you forgo some of these important exercises, they will rush to your offices because now you don't have the personnel. I wish they could absorb more national service personnel who will really come and support this work. But then, once you don't have, you don't take that position to always be chasing them. Put measures, stringent measures, so that they will rather chase you to do the test and all that.